Hey guys, my name's Kate. I'm a trainer here at Athletic Studio. I'm about to train full body, so come with me. For my warm-up, I'm doing a bit of mobility to start with. So I'll start with this band, I'll go over and back, and then I'll do some pull apart. So just opening through the chest and the shoulders. I do about like 10 to 12. So just kind of trying to break the band almost. So today's workout's more of like a heavy, light method. For the lower body, it's gonna be a little bit lighter as I've hurt my ankle. So we'll go through a series of posterior chain movements today. So we're starting with glutes and hamstrings, and then we'll do kind of a similar pattern with heavy light for the upper body as well. All right, next moving into banded dead bugs. So just really keeping my back straight, thinking about actually using my core to bring my legs back in. So go through about 12 to 15 of these. Easy. All right, now into some lower body stuff. So I like to usually start my workouts with banded stuff. Just like really getting that mind to muscle connection is important for my training. I just feel as though it translates really well into actually working the muscles properly when I go to train them. So I do about 20 or so crab walks. Now I'm going into some step back. So I do the band a little bit lower, mid shin, back, and then out. These burn very quickly. So I do about 8 to 10 of these. Just finish with just a few bodyweight squats. I just like to keep the band on because it really makes sure that I like corkscrew my feet into the floor. Just a little tip. Alrighty, now getting into the first working set. So it is a superset, so 2 exercises back to back. Our A series, so first exercise is gonna be on the glute drive. We're gonna go 6 to 8 reps, and then we're gonna go straight to the back extension and go for 12 to 15 reps. So as I chatted to you before, it's more of a heavier set and then a lighter set to build fatigue and that lactic acid. So let's get into it. So I'm really focusing on like keeping my ribs stacked here, keeping my belly button drawn, knees out, and just focusing through the glutes. It's easy to use abductors or hamstrings more. Last one, and then I'm going straight down and no rest in between these two, moving straight to my back extension. So starting with the dumbbell, just grabbing the edge. So looking for that full range. So big stretch to the hamstrings, big squeeze and tuck. Good, 2, 1. All right. That's cooking the hamstrings, so that's good. So that's 15 reps. Now I'll rest for 90 seconds and then get into my second set. All right, I'm getting into my second set. I'm warming up now. A little tip, I know in Melbourne it's getting really cold. So I always start usually pre-warm up in trackies and a jumper, and then I kind of take the layers off as I go and as I build that body temperature. So it's getting hot, temperature is up. And take this one off, and then second working set of the glute drive. As I said before, I'm like carrying a bit of a lower limb injury, so this is probably the max weight I can carry for today. But yeah, just making sure they're all done with really good form and technique. I really want to target the glutes. Last one, 8. All right. Alright guys, if you are enjoying this workout, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube and also follow us on Instagram. That way we can put out more content like this for you guys to hopefully enjoy. Alright, so lovely Katie's on the back extension now. It's a little bit of gym etiquette. You know, you can always ask someone, you know, how many more sets have you got and work in. If the machine's not available, you can always change the exercise. So think of what muscle group you're working. So we could easily change this to like a hamstring curl, a banded curl, even laying, or like a slider extension if they're staying on the machine. But luckily, Katie's off now, so we'll jump on. Thanks, Holly. All the trainers have good gym etiquette here, so it makes life easy. All right, so jumping into my second set, I've got 15 reps. Three, 2. You're gonna get my heavy breathing on this mic. Sorry, everyone. Last one. All right, that second set done. I've got one more set to get through. There's different ways to go about working the back extension. You can prioritize glutes or hamstrings or both. In this instance, as I said, we're doing hamstrings. I find that when my back's straighter and my load's further out, I get a direct connection to either the belly, like that mid part, or the lower part of my hamstring. Though if you did want to work glutes a little bit more, then you'd actually go into more of a round position. So you bring your belly button in, and I would bring the weight closer. So it's a closer touch point, and drive the hips, and it's more of a tuck and squeeze. That way, and a smaller range of motion, you'll notice. So the glutes can't go through a massive range of motion in that position, otherwise you'll start to arch your back. So that's another variation. If you want to work both hamstrings and glutes, you can work a little bit more range, and I would just probably pop the dumbbell kind of in between and squeeze a little bit with a more of a rounded spine, as opposed to my straight spine, which I'm doing just for hamstrings. So there are a few variations, and you're never stuck in like one variation of the back extensions. There are so many different variations and muscle groups you can target. So for the sake of today's video, I'm going through 3 sets, but I definitely recommend, if you're doing an A series, definitely hit 4, even 5 sets, because you really want to get that volume and that work behind these kind of movements, especially if they're bigger and you're targeting bigger muscle groups such as like the glutes and the hamstrings. So they need a little bit more stimulus. So jumping into my 3rd and final set for today. Last one. All right, last set of these. Hamstring dominant. Done. Hamstrings, glutes, cooked. Next, we're gonna work the upper body. Cool, all right, next exercise, as we spoke to, it's a bent over row using the easy bar. I'm starting with a warm-up set, because although I did warm up my upper body, I just find that like when you go into a heavier compound like this, you wanna be really warm. So that's warm up done. I'm gonna add some weight, and then we'll get into the first working set. All right, first working set, 6 to 8 reps, and then we're going straight to the lat pull down for our light method, which is 12 to 15 reps. So get into it, underhand grip, shoulder blades back. Two more. Last one. All right, straight to, I reckon I'll be able to get 12 reps of this weight. 40 kilos, let's go 12 to 15. Again, not cheating it, using your back, squeezing tight. 6 more, it's getting challenging. All right, whew, that was rough. I probably overshot that, to be honest, a little bit. So if you find that you're going a little bit heavy, you want to make sure that you're just like getting the most out of the movement. So for me, I reckon I move down a little bit and get the most out of it, especially those last reps where I kind of felt like my lats were kind of getting sore and tired. So I'd rather use them, go lighter, and then progress hopefully next week. All right, second set. Whew, definitely feel myself fatiguing, but we're gonna do our best. Again, hitting 12 to 15 reps. Let's try our best. Overshot again. I'm gonna finish off my last 6. My readouts are cooking. Oh my goodness. That was too much weight. I overshot. So bringing it back down and making sure, as I said before, like doing the rep properly is what you're gonna get the most out of. So reduce the weight, try your best not to ego your lift, and then get the most out of it, and then go from there. Common mistake I often see with this exercise is the spine position. So we don't want to be here, we want to be nice and straight. So you can see I've elevated my plates slightly. This helps me with my range. Otherwise, if we get too low, like out of our range, we can see that rounding through the spine. So I prefer to elevate. That really locks me into a nice position where I can keep my back straight and then go through my reps safely rather than an inverted position. All right, jumping straight into my final set. All right, straight into my lat pull down. My arms are feeling it. Challenging, but definitely a better weight selection for that one. This exercise next is more of my rehab focus. I'd love to go heavier, but as I said, lower limb injury, so I'm doing a weighted pistol squat. So the kettlebell is going to be in a front rack position. I'm going to be on a single leg, so the focus is stability through my ankle and through my knee. So think about tracking forward, controlling it, not spending too much time on the box to keep it really light. Same thing in front rack position, or I just like to have it on my shoulder. Just find that's easiest. And I like the weight distribution to be over my body. 3, I like to pick a spot like on the floor to focus on. So obviously you are balancing as well. So a bit of coordination involved. Last one. Cool. All right, I'm moving straight into a hamstring curl. So it's an extension with this roller. This is like a staple in my leg routine just because I feel like it really foolproofs your hamstrings, makes them really strong. So take my glutes all the way to the edge of the mat, put my heel in this little divot, glute drive, so squeezing in that bridge position. You're gonna fully extend and then draw under like you're tucking under your glutes. Last one. Brutal. Second exercise done. I'm gonna rest and then get into another round. So my favorite post-workout meal would definitely be Wheat Bix with lots of yogurt and berries. A little bit of peanut butter as well. I like to have complete meals rather than just like a protein shake or whatever. So currently I'm not tracking macros or calories, but if I were to track, I definitely think there'd be at least 2,500. So I'm definitely at like a good maintenance phase. I kind of eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, just prioritize protein a lot. That's one. All right. Last one. Oh, dead. All right, 2 done, 1 to go. So if you guys don't have one of these at home or at your gym, you can use those round slider discs. They work great, or you could even use, like if you have a slippery surface like floorboards or tiles, getting like a sweat towel and doing the same thing, and it'll slide in and out just as well. All right, final set. I'm gonna start with my weaker leg, which is my left. Just make sure you focus on your knee that's not tracking inwards. You wanna keep it in a nice straight alignment. Woo. 1 more. Yeah, okay, other side. Hamstrings and glutes are involved and helping me get through every rep. Okay, all right. One. All right, done. All right, continuing on with the heavy light method, I'm now going to work my shoulders. So I'm starting with the shoulder press, going straight into a lateral raise, and we're actually gonna combine core too. So that'll be a tricep, 3 exercises, back to back, 6 to 8 reps to begin in my shoulder press. So let's do it, starting from the top. On time. Under tension, keeping control of my reps. 6, 2 more. 1. Okay, and drop these and go straight to my lateral raise. So I picked up my 5s, going straight into 12 to 15 reps of my lateral raise. Just focusing on that front part of my shoulders. Bit of a micro pause. Shake out the shoulders for a second and then get straight into my front. This is gonna be rough. Okay. 12, I reckon I can push to 15. Last one. Woo. Okay, final exercise after my shoulders. I'm gonna work in a little bit of core. Crunching up, straight overhead, and really just the downwards face is focused and not taking the weight plate behind. Keeping it over my eyes the whole time. That way I'm not using any momentum. It's just strictly core. Done. I know a big thing with my clients as well is preparing meals can be really challenging, especially like with a very on-the-go, fast-paced lifestyle. So personally, I like to bulk prep my veg. So I'll do a massive roasted veg at the start of the week. So that'll keep me through for my lunches and dinners. And then even having like stuff frozen, like I eat a lot of frozen fish. I don't mind that. So just chuck it straight into the oven. And then keeping my salads and everything chopped too. And also a good go-to like easy breakfast. So for me, that's like oats or wheat bix, something of that sort where it can just like literally sit in the fridge overnight and I can take it on the go the next morning. All right, so I hit 8 reps actually quite comfortably. That's it. So that's an indication that I need to definitely go up. So we're gonna hit 15s, try our best to hit 8 as well. Okay. Straight into my lateral raise. Eight. 12. Okay, take a little micro pause. Okay, front raises, I hit 15 last set, so set myself a standard. 4, 8, 14, shit, 15. Ah. Okay. Second set done. 1 to go. So currently carrying a lower limb injury, netball injury, unfortunately. So I've had to adjust my training over the last 2 weeks. It looks like a lot of rehab. I mean, I still train to an extent, but it's definitely modifying it. So getting back into my strength training today, which has been really good. So that's why I'm focusing more so my posterior, and I'm not loading my ankle too much because I don't want to cause too much inflammation. So yeah, just trying to keep on top of it, stay fit, and then hopefully work on a bit of upper body strength at the same time. If you're watching this and you think you need some extra help with training, mindset, even nutrition, click the link in our bio. You can work with myself or one of the great PTs here at Athletic Studio. Little pause, shake out of the arms, right into my front raises. I've got to hit 15, 3 more. Last one. Oh my goodness, okay. More. Shoulders are cooking too. 2. Alrighty, that is it for today's workout. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us over on Instagram.
Feeling like a champion, I can't sleep no Ambien.